Hello and welcome to Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. We are your hosts, Vidas
and
We've been mastering secrets of organ playing for more than 20 years and sharing them on this blog since 2011.
On this show, which we create from our home in Vilnius, Lithuania, we strive to help you grow in every area of organ playing, including practice, technique, repertoire, sight reading, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory, harmony, and many others.
Our hope is to help you become a complete musician, or what we call as total organist, a program which we have created to help you reach your dreams faster than you would do on your own.
If you are new here, we invite you to subscribe to receive free updates of this blog at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video how to master any organ composition and 10-day organ playing mini course.
And now let's go to the podcast for today. Hi guys, this is Vidas.
And Usha.
Let's start episode 362 of Secrets of Organ Playing podcast. This question was sent by John, and he writes, Dear Vidas, I'm lucky that a former pupil will be playing organ voluntaries for me. 1. At midnight mass, Widor Toccata, and 2. At the carol service. Joie et clarite by Messiaen. He is just 17 and has won a place at Chetham's School of Music in Manchester. I shall relearn Dupre's Prelude and Fugue in B major in the new year. I studied it during my student days, but as you know, it needs constant performance to keep it up to scratch. An enlightened wedding couple have asked me for Mullet Carillon-Sortie later in the year. A project for 2019 will be to write some short pieces for manuals only as a homage to Vierne's 24 pieces. I adore Vierne's music and think him a much better composer than Widor. I am at present writing a St. John Passion for a village choir to sing. Simple chorus parts, but a good, tricky evangelist solo line. I shall also learn later in 2019 Bach's Komm Gott Fantasia, a piece I have never played and hopefully it will be ready for Pentecost. I'll send you the church spring terms music list when it's finally drafted. Best wishes for Christmas and the New Year. John. So Osha, John is quite advanced in organ playing and also probably in composition if he is composing St. John's Passion.
Definitely, he is very advanced because pieces that he mentioned on his list are really difficult to play.
One thing that I found interesting is Dupre's Prelude and Fugue in B major, and he will be planning to relearn it in this new year.
It will take some time. I remember I did that piece. It's not an easy piece, especially Fugue. Prelude is quite comfortable, but the Fugue you have to put some effort into it because the subject, the theme of this Fugue has quite a wide leaps and very fast tempo, and to play it all legato, it's quite a challenge.
I also played this piece many years ago.
Did you?
As a student, I think.
No, I don't think you did.
I think I played all three of them.
Really? When? Was it in the United States? Because I cannot remember you playing any of these pieces.
Maybe I was dreaming about them.
Maybe you are getting old, because I know that I played B major, in the Academy of Music.
Maybe you are getting old.
During my first year of master studies.
Maybe I played it with Pamela, no?
All three of them? But how come I don't remember it at all?
You were focused on other pieces?
I don't think so.
What were you playing with Pamela?
For my recital? Bach's C major Toccata, Adagio and Fugue, then Reger's Fantasy 145B, Fantasy and Fugue, of course. Then I did the Franck's B minor chorale and a piece called Walpurgische Nacht from Peter Eben's Faust.
Walpurgis Night, right? So you see, maybe you were so focused on your repertoire that you didn't pay attention to what I was playing. Is that possible?
I don't think so, because at that time you, I believe, played Reger's St. Westerburg. I don't think it would be suited to play together, Dupre's three preludes.
But I think I played them
Maybe
all.
you did, I don't know.
But
not live with me.
in another lifetime.
Yes.
Interesting. I remember those Carillon sounds in B major Prelude by Dupre.
It's beautiful. When I played it, I just felt that I'm standing in front of Notre Dame de Paris.
But
somehow this piece reminded me of that place.
But you didn't choose this piece for your Notre Dame recital.
Maybe we wouldn't picked it anyway, so.
Yeah, as you say, Fugue is more advanced. The theme is sort of tricky to handle in the pedals, or not?
Yes, it is, and that's what I was talking about.
Dupre knew how to write fugues, I think, very well.
And somehow, I don't know, everybody talks that third one, Prelude and Fugue, is the hardest one.
G minor?
Yes, but when I sight read it, I found that B major is harder.
Maybe because of the tempo.
Fugue.
Maybe because of the tempo, G minor seems very virtuosic. And then the fugue expands into maybe a scherzo-like motion towards the end. Maybe that's what frightens people.
True. But as we once heard in Oberlin conference,
all three of them,
where one lady performed all three of them.
We will not mention her name.
And she switched the B major and G minor places. So she played G minor first and she left the B major for the end. And she screwed up totally in the B major one.
What about?
Although entire performance was quite sloppy.
And she was apologizing before
playing, yes. So I guess if you are not ready and something is wrong, you better cancel your recital.
We heard also a very, very sloppy performance of Bach's Klavierübung Part 3.
That's right.
Also will not mention who played it, out of respect.
But these were, high professionals, and we have before, played them extremely well.
They are internationally renowned organ players. Virtuosos.
So I guess, if you are not ready, you just need to cancel.
Another thing that stuck from John's message is that an enlightened wedding couple asked him to perform Mullet's Carillon-Sortie later in the year. Do you know of any weddings that are played, when wedding couple would ask such a piece, besides Widor Toccata? Widor Toccata is possible, right? But in Lithuania, it's not even probably known very well. But
Probably, yes.
Carillon-Sortie by Mullet, Henri Mullet, would be even very remote choice.
But it shows that that couple really knows things about organ music, about organ repertoire as well.
I hope that John will enjoy this piece a lot.
But I wonder how much we are willing to pay for him to do this piece too. Because probably it's not something that, it's very common in every organist's repertoire.
But once he learns it, he can play it for recitals in another occasion.
That's true.
Repurpose, recycle. He says that he likes Vierne's music better than Widor's.
He formulates that, in a different question. He thinks that Vierne is a better composer than Widor. And personally, I like Vierne's music much better, but I would never say that Vierne is better composer than Widor, because who we are, that we would say such a things.
It's difficult to judge, right?
Yes, you just can say on your personal taste, based on your personal taste, but you prefer one composer's music and not another's one. Really, because we are very different, and I like Vierne much better. And I wanted to find out, to understand why I prefer Vierne above Widor.
Mm-hmm.
And I realized that Vierne's forms of musical compositions are very classical and easy to understand, and that's why probably he is my favorite.
But on the other hand, the forms of Widor sort of are much more free and flexible and spontaneous. Doesn't it mean that he was more creative than Vierne?
Well, hard to tell.
From that point of view. Not looking at the harmonies, probably harmonies are stronger.
Vierne's harmonies are much more complex and much more complicated and really much more advanced than Widor's.
True. Well, I guess it's personal preference, right, of people.
But anyway, I think we were both great composers and left a significant input for the organ world.
And one would not exist without the other, probably.
I think so, yes.
They both...
Because somehow we are always mentioned together.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, because we both wrote organ symphonies.
Right. So let's wish John a great new year and very creative and passionate new year, that he will continue to create and work on his projects, and wish him success.
Sure.
And everyone else, please send us more of your questions. We love helping you grow. And remember, when you practice,
miracles happen.
This blog is supported by Total Organist, the most comprehensive organ training program online, where you will find courses for every area of organ playing, including technique, practice, sight reading, repertoire playing, hymn playing, improvisation, composition, music theory and harmony, with hundreds of scores and thousands of exercises. Here is what some of the students are saying.
Hugh writes, "The sight reading course has helped me tremendously. Thank you very much for your essays, courses, and all your help."
Robert writes, "I found the fingerings, registration ideas, and general comments to be excellent."
John writes, "I have found your download very helpful. It was really excellent. I have watched some of your teaching videos, and when I read your instructions, I tried to imagine you are there teaching me. You may feel disappointed that I am 2-3 days behind, but I am a slow learner, and I have committed to taking the time to get it right, as you say. But the other night my wife commented that she had never heard me play such a detailed melody in the left hand so well. My left hand is generally poor."
Robert writes, "It has been a great pleasure in my life of having discovered your courses and material, as well as the YouTube work of recordings. You have a calm and pleasant way of teaching."
Ron writes, "Hi Vidas and Osha, thank you guys. What a wonderful response to my email note to you. You've got me right, and I feel you understand my level of playing. Yes, at home, and lucky that I have an organ for that reason. I am paying attention to this, and I am going to try this haha no longer secret model. Yes, and I love Cesar Frank too. What is very nice about your blog podcast is that Osha and Vidas are like a Socratic dialogue, and by bouncing things off of each other, so much more information comes out and is expressed. Your comments contain a wealth of information and understanding. I really appreciate this. It is very inspiring and will keep us moving forward."
Would you like to receive the same or even better results that our students are getting? If so, join them at organduo.lt/total-organist. And of course, you will get the first month free too. You can cancel anytime.
Also, if you haven't yet subscribed to receive free updates of this blog, make sure you do that at organduo.lt. By subscribing, you will also receive free video, how to master any organ composition, and 10-day organ playing mini course.
This was Vidas.
And Osha from Secrets of Organ Playing.
And remember, when you practice,
Miracles happen.